got this in the initial list. I'll get better with this in later videos, let's hope. What you'll also need is a couple of programs which you can download from an excellent website called Aminet, which you actually don't need to burn to disk, or sorry, write to disk as an ADF file. You can literally transfer them directly to your Amiga with an MS-DOS disk, and you can run them directly. No need to use any kind of image writing program. And those two pieces of software that you will need are just something called Unzip. If you literally Google for Aminet Unzip, you'll find that program. All you need is that one file there, 93K. You'll need to put that on another floppy disk. You will also need a program called ADF2Disk, which I believe is also available on Aminet. I believe that's where I got it from, I hope. That's only 3 kilobytes. As you can see, amazing, unbelievable that a 3 kilobyte file can do something that cool. So anyway, you'll put both of those on a disk. I've actually already got my pre-prepared PC disk with those two files on it. I'm just going to put that in now. This is probably wobbling about a lot, isn't it? Yeah, I'll get a tripod. That's something else, part of another project that I was doing last night, which I might do another video on later on. So let's get rid of those files. So actually I was lying. Oh no, I'm not. Let's be careful about this. I want to delete the right files. Yeah, I have got my two programs that I need on there. I've also got a PC game, and we'll talk about what I did with that perhaps in a later little video. Now, as you can see, the old technology of floppy disks was significantly faster than any storage medium available today, such as, you know, wax disks, bits of paper, that sort of thing. It's incredible the speed with which an entire 105 kilobytes can be deleted from a floppy disk. Let's get rid of that. arse.exe. Okay, so now you just have your two files, ADF2Disk, which is a image writing program that will burn a ADF file to a disk. You've got Unzip to unzip your zip file. So there you are, there's your two disks. Take that one out as well. So now what we will do is we will walk over to the joy of the Amiga and we will transfer some shit. Let's do that. Oh, drum roll, and there she is, the Amiga 500 Plus, which, as we all know, because I owned it when I was small, is the true granddaddy and the true classic Amiga that everybody wants. I mean, you know, people go on about the 1200 with its AGA chipset, ooh, and its extra RAM and all its expandability and things. Well, bollocks to that. That's not an original classic Amiga, that's a fancy pants Amiga for posh people. Sorry about that, but that's just the way it is, basically. So anyway, A500 Plus, the granddaddy of them all. Now, what we're going to use to boot it up, if I can find it, oh, it's already in the drive, is Workbench 2.1, which I downloaded, as I said. And here we go. Yes, this is incredibly sad, I know, shut up. Yeah! It still hasn't booted, but it's doing pretty quick for a computer of the day. 7 megahertz. I'll talk about the Amiga a little bit. Here we go. So this is the A500 Plus. It was released in 1991, I believe. The original Amiga 500 was 1987. Wasn't massively revised, but it had a megabyte of RAM as standard instead of 512. It's got the trapdoor underneath, as I say, so I've put another meg of RAM in there to make a total of 2. It did have I believe it's an edge connector on the side there. I don't know if you can see it. which I used to have a hard drive in, and again my parents threw that away. I didn't kill them at all, just set them on fire a bit. Yeah, it had an enhanced chipset, slightly different one, a little bit of incompatibility problems with the early Amigas apparently, although I never experienced anything like that. I believe that was related to the Kickstart version that was on it, but I had Kickstart 1.3 on a disc anyway, so you would boot that first, then put in your game that required it, and off you went. So yeah, as I say, it had a 68,000 Motorola 68,000 processor running at 7 megahertz, not 6, not 4 megahertz, 7. As I say, that is speed upable with additions and things, but I'm running the original vanilla one there. So there she is. Now, as you can see, my disc does have a read error on it, as many floppy disks have today, but you just click on cancel. It seems to be the only error on there, and I haven't found anything else wrong with Workbench, so all seems to work fine. Now, what you'll notice with this version is you're used to seeing DFO as the internal disk drive of an Amiga. I'm sure you know what that means. Unlike on a PC, for instance, a floppy drive would be the A drive. On an Amiga, it's DFO. This is PCO. See, I'll put a little bongy noise on. Do you like it? What that means is that I've set up this version of Workbench to be able to read PC formatted disks. Now, some versions of Workbench 2.1 apparently will just do that immediately. What I found was that I had to also download the Workbench extras disk. There it is. And what you have to do to make it read the files is this: take out your original Workbench disk, put in your extras disk, there it is. Oh god, this is going to be wobbly. So there you go. And where we want to go, now I might have to hunt around a bit here because I'm not entirely sure I can remember, but I believe it's within storage. Yes, it is. So on the extras disk of Workbench 2.1 and above. Sorry, I'll feel a bit dirty now, but on the extras disk within storage you'll find some DOS drivers. And what we have here is various drivers to attach virtual PC hard drives and floppy drives to your Amiga. So what we want is PCO, which will turn your DFO internal disk drive into a oh, I've lost my thread. Into a PC readable drive, basically. So the way to get it onto another disk is go into your RAM disk, which I really never used at the time, but which is an incredibly useful thing, the ability to use your RAM, the RAM that you're not using for programs, as an actual storage medium. I think that's a brilliant idea. Windows computers don't have that. So there we are. I've just told it to show all files so that when we put the file in, we'll be able to see it, otherwise it's only going to show loadable icons. So if you drag in the PCO driver there, stick it on your RAM disk, there it is. Then take out the extras disk, put your original disk back in. I'm sure you can imagine what I'm about to do, but perhaps not quite where to put it.